Welcome to new Advanced Screen Input Manager tutorial. Today we are going to explain Variable Place Moving button. Make sure to read details and how to use files first. Subscribe to our channel and follow our website to get notifications about any new asset. Variable Place Moving button is a high-tech button appears only in selected area with user click or touch. You can make full game input system with only this controller. With this controller the user can play game while laying down with only one hand. Now let's get started. First add rigid body to player game object. Freeze all rotation since we are going to rotate by transform. Add variable place moving button script to canvas. Add button prefab in first field. Line count is the order of line inside variable place moving button prefab starts from 0. In this example line count is 1 and button count is 0. Resolution is designed resolution. Allow area from and to is the place where button can appear. The left down corner is 0 and 0. The right up corner is max width and max height. Multi-buttons works only in Android and iOS. Min touch duration is when button will consider to be held. Max fast drag is when button will consider to be fast dragged. Both is second. Line width as you will see now. Do not forget about changing with resolution options. As we see the button appears only in selected area. Now let's add our character controller. Drag and drop canvas to its field. This is movement code. First checking if user has touch or touches. If it is true then check if he drags before min touch duration. Since I am using PC, my index is allows 0. For Android and iOS if no multi-touches, the index will be also 0 and if multi-touches enabled then check details and how to use files for this information. Now we check if he drags for more than min touch duration to confirm that he wants to move not to jump or dash. This line is to moving with same direction of dragged button. The Y in button determines the X in world due to my set to player. But button dragged up is positive and up for my character is negative, so I changed the sign of it. The X in button determines the Z in world due to my set to player. Button dragged right is positive and right for my player is also positive so no need to change sign. Let's save then play to test. Do not forget the first line under start method. Next, let's try movement by rotation means rotate first then move forward. I added -90 due to the up angle of dragged button is 0 and the up angle in player is -90 so I need to subtract 90. Note that both are increasing clockwise. Now let's try. Let's increase rotation speed. As we see it works as expected. Now let's try blocking. First check if there are any touches. Then check if it's touching not dragging. Check if he is holding button. Now let's save and play. As we see, his blocking variable is set true and false. Not let's try jumps, dash and crouch using fast drag. If continuous action like moving and blocking, we are using variables. But in one-time action we will use events. Any method that used an event must have only one parameter and its type is int. This parameter gives touch index. This line check if drag was almost in up direction, not 90 degrees but almost, since no one can make it exact 90. This line it to jump by no height. Multiply by mass since impulse is mass dependent to reach selected height. This line for crouch and checks if drag was almost in down direction. And if not both, do dash to as same direction as dragged button. Add method to this fast drag event and do not forget about index. Now let's try. As we see, jump and crouch is working, but we need to increase dash force. Now we will use fast touch event to do combo attack. Play and test. As we see, it works. Now let's try parry after blocking. This line to check if it has distance, and if not, that's mean user want to cancel parry. Now let's try both. I forgot to save. As we see, parry and cancel parry are working. And now let's learn how to add methods with parameters to event. First, create a new class and create variables as a parameters in it. Create a constructor to assign values for these parameters. Create any method you want, but do not forget to add index to it. Now in our character controller script, create a method that use the other class and add parameters values. Add the new method to our event. Then use the method in start method. Now let's play and try. As we see, the method worked with event. This button has more method and events. This video was only an example, so make sure to read details and how to use files to know all methods and events. If you have any questions, you can contact us in comment or in our site link in description.